12, well, they elicit screams and give just about all of us the heebie-jeebies. What's more, rats carry diseases, and they're kind of disgusting, frankly. And wouldn't you know, the rat population is exploding in a lot of local cities and towns. Boston 25's Jason Brewer is in with us this morning looking into what's behind all of this, Jason.
Jane and Pesky, rodents can cause extensive damage to your home and even your car if they crawl up under the hood. One Boston City Councilor told us it's the #1 reason why residents reach out to her office. We wanted to find out why there are so many rats today and what can be done about it.
The handyman and I dug 2 feet down to make an exclusion barrier. So I've spent almost $4,000 on this, and that's doing 2/3 the work myself.
Fran Perler has had to turn her Brookline home into a fortress to keep some unwanted company out.
The rats would come and sit under the bushes or the flowers.
Take a look at this video her neighbor shot. Rat after rat scavenging for any stray pieces of food.
My 89-year-old neighbor went to their first floor toilet and a rat had come up the sewer. This is a problem larger than Brookline, and that it's all over Boston, Somerville, Cambridge, Newton.
Communities like Worcester and Lowell have also dealt with rat problems. Plymouth even had an elementary school overrun by vermin. Construction can be one reason rats migrate. The pandemic might also have played a role.
Because of COVID, people are home, and so we're generating more garbage. And so even if they do have somewhat rodent-proof containers, they're overflowing and are easy entry for the rats.
And rats are constantly searching for easy access to food.
At the beginning of the pandemic, when many restaurants closed, the rats that had been feeding off of food, behind the restaurants went into residential neighborhoods.
Homeowners can make their property less inviting to rodents.
Using rodent-proof trash containers and otherwise making sure that there are no food sources available. The second thing would be to make sure that foundations are sealed up.
The Audubon Society says residents should not try to poison rats. Those substances cause a rat to die slowly, often out in the open, making them easy prey for owls, hawks, and foxes.
When the predator consumes that rodent, it is secondarily poisoned.
It's being referred to as birth control for rats.
Braintree Town Councilor Elizabeth Maglio wants to stop the problem before it gets out of hand. She's proposing a birth control program to stop rats from procreating so rapidly.
This is a very affordable, non-toxic, natural, humane way to do something.
See all these rat holes?
A walk around Fran Perler's North Brookline neighborhood shows where rats have dug tunnels and fencing has been put in place. Perler is now leading a petition drive, gathering more than 1,000 signatures to get the town to fund stronger prevention measures. Some steps have been taken, like replacing more open trash cans with enclosed receptacles and installing these electrified chambers that lure rats in. But she says more needs to be done.
Why should one of my neighbor kids be afraid to go to sleep because they hear rats scratching in their bedroom walls and are afraid they're going to come through the wall and bite them?
I know that box you just saw in Brookline doesn't just kill the rat. It also sends a signal back to the town so they get data on the level of activity and can determine if that area should be considered a hot spot. Town officials in Brookline tell us that 45 boxes have been put in place since November and have resulted in 236 catches so far. They're also being used in Somerville too.
And you mentioned more than 1,000 signatures on that petition there, so it's getting the attention of everybody there.
Yeah, no question. It's got 25 fifth graders, were actually third graders, sorry, from the Driscoll school heard about it, and they actually got in and signed it too. I mean, the kids don't want this either. They're like, this
everybody's on board, but with that video there, they're all over the place.